Hey guys, how's it going? We got the early blog access for you today. It's gonna be my first read through with you, so if I seem confused, that's why. Greetings, Commanders! Here's your battle plan for September 20th through the 26th. Oh, this one, by the way, is called Arachnid Impasta. September 22nd, we got the Phantom Rider Battle Pass. We do have Broken King Week 8, so this will be the events for the week. Raid Warzone Danger Room featuring Sinister 6. This is actually really cool because this is such a broad tag. We can see so many different synergies. We can see really cool Easter eggs based on which characters you unlock. I think it's going to be great. I hope they included Spider-Man and a bunch of Spider-Man here. It would be a big missed opportunity if we don't see a bunch of Spider-Man here. September 24th, Superior Spider-Man becomes available. That's going to be on the Wednesday. We have the Invasion event for Quasar. Oh, this is great. So a lot of players have been asking me, when's my next chance to get Quasar Shards, Quasar Red Stars? This is probably going to be that. We do have a video out on the channel for the Quasar Invasion event, so make sure you check it out if you need some help. But good. I'm glad it's coming back so soon. September 26th at 2 p.m., we got the Superior ISO Evolution. Oh, no. There's no way they gave Valley Fly the go-ahead to post that video, and then, like, the next week, they put ISO on a leaderboard? It'd be kind of crazy. Hobgoblin added to the Antimatter store. This is great. He's probably the hardest hitting character of the Insidious 6 team. If you want them to be the most successful in War and Crucible, it's going to be with Hobgoblin being probably the biggest. Keep an eye out for inbox message alerting you to character availability from Test 4, MCU to bumps, and direct Red Stars and Diamond Promotions added to the Antimatter store. Thunderbolt characters, direct Red Star, and Diamond Promotions move from Antimatter store to Elite store. Accursed Fountaining. The Hood is moving to the Raid store and Raid Orb. Helverine to Nexus Hard 9. That's awesome. That's trading orbs, right? That's where Absorbing Man is right now. I love it when they do this. When they put new character shards on the nodes that have orb fragments on them, it's great. And Helverine is definitely the MVP of the Accursed team. This is a super player-friendly change, especially new players. And I really hope that whenever they do characters and campaigns, they just only use the gold and training orb nodes. I think that's such a cool thing for them to do. All right, Satana to the Spotlight Raid Orb. That makes sense. She's not the worst character on the team, but she has all percentage damage. So her actual damage stat doesn't matter. Just having her tankier is nice, but it's nowhere near the same as having the Helverine or Hood bigger. Hyperion exits the Spotlight Raid Orb and moves to the War Store. All right, good stuff. Character shards in events. So of course, we're having the Blast Arm on 2 stuff. Rachel Summers is just your Alliance event, so 25 shards there. We are getting 100 shards for Scorpion Week 8, so the Scorpion free-to-play release is coming before Superior Spider-Man. Phantom Rider Battle Pass. The Broken King. Earn 200 Blast Star shards. Month 2 the Broken King continues where you can earn 200 Blast Star shards. I think most people have already done this by now. And we're going to be getting that payout for the Blast Star Evasion event, so people are going to have a 7 Yellow Star Blast Star before you know it. Smash and grab for the Insidious 6 Stinging Scorpion during Week 8. Start date is 22nd, so 2 days before. It's going to be the Monday, 2 days before Superior Spider-Man. Log into Marvel Strike Force and spending power cores. So here's the thing, guys. If you just wait till the 24th, if you're going to be spending power cores on Superior Spider-Man, you can get those 100 shards for Scorpion faster. That's kind of cool. Rewards are Scorpion shards, costume credits, and Path to Scorpion orb fragments. Raid Warzone. This is just your Alliance event. Do your raids with the Insidious 6 characters, and you should be able to get yourself those 25 Rachel Summer shards pretty easily. Superior ISO Evolution. New purple ISO levels. Oh, here we go. I guess they are doing it 1 week after. You'll be seeing purple with this leaderboard. Climb the ranks to grab not only Superior Spider-Man orb fragments, but also the new purple level 4 ions. So not 5, 4. Big difference there. I don't think the new overpowered level comes with level 4. I think it comes only with level 5. But also those giant damage stats that we saw for purple ISO, that's all buried behind number 5. Start date, September 26th. Score points. Earn 1 golden web. This is probably like buying milestone points, I would guess. Earn Superior Spider-Man Diamond Orb Fragments. So we did see somewhere for that earlier, didn't we? That's Scorpion Orb Fragments. Okay. Superior Man Diamond Orb Fragments, probably just buy that, I would guess. Battle in Raids. Battle in Raids is Insidious 6. Battle in Raid with Superior Spider-Man at scaling Yellow Stars. Rewards. Scorpion Diamond Orb Fragments. Superior Spider-Man Diamond Orb Fragments. Okay, so this is one of those events that feeds into itself. So when you get these rewards, it'll help you here. And you can expect those Superior Spider-Man Diamond Orb Fragments to be in the Whalestones. So like once you reach the Whalestones, it gives you another jump. So it really incentivizes that mid-level of spending to hit those milestones because it kind of really propels you above light spenders and free-to-play by a big margin. Armory 20 Orb Fragments. Dark Promotion Credits. Dark Diamond Credits. Leaderboard Rewards. Superior Spider-Man Diamond Orb Fragments. Gear Tier 20 Tech Mini Uniques. And purple level 4. Okay. Kind of concerning. Not really, but let's talk about this for a second. Because with the introduction of the new... I'm just going to call it the new... Whatever the new progression path is, I'm going to call it the new overpowered system. With the introduction of the new overpowered system, you would hope that Gear Tier 20 bottleneck really opens up. And it still might, right? It still might. This is really early on. But with players now being able to purchase the overpower advantage from level 4 and level 5, the overpower advantage for getting Gear Tier 20 should be minimized. Otherwise, the gap between players is just going to grow too out of control. So hopefully, we're going to see that spigot on Gear Tier 20 open up quite a bit. Maybe we'll see that with the Omega Raid Omega. Sorry, the Annihilation Raid Omega, if they ever put it out. Let's continue on. Let me blow my nose real quick. Superior Spider-Man swinging into battle. Hijack tech raid lanes in the name of the Insidious system. Superior Spider-Man arrives on September 24th with his superior speed. Superior Spider-Man supplies his squad's machinations via provide. They really like this word. They've been using this word a lot lately. They make me learn how to pronounce it and read it, and I don't like that, so I'm not reading the rest of this stupid paragraph. Let's go down. He's going to be a regular unlock. Doesn't matter. Annihilation Raid 2. With the full Insidious 6 available this week, we're rolling out Annihilation Raid 2. Here are the details for the next raid. So don't be mistaken. It's not a new raid. This is just them adding nodes. New nodes and bonus nodes. Bonus nodes. Annihilation Raid 2 features an additional node, increasing the total number of nodes to 9. We've also converted 2 of the nodes into bonus nodes, which require the latest teams at all difficulties. We've additionally, with additional scaling gear tier requirements. Hold on. Increase total number of nodes to 9. Converted 2 nodes to bonus nodes at all difficulties. Requirement is not a good thing. Based on difficulty up to gear tier 20 on difficult 9. So we're going to have gear tier 20 for the latest team. Hold on, let me reread this. I think I just brain melted myself. There's probably going to be a chart. There's a chart. We'll go see the chart first. Bonus nodes are optional, meaning you can skip over them and head straight to the boss. Review the chart below to know which nodes are optional. With the adjustment to nodes, we've also updated the amount of energy you can gain per 24 hours. I didn't even realize, yeah, we only gain 8 energy per day, so this wouldn't work. In 24 hours, we are going to get 96 energy. This is really good. This is a very good change. The energy cap stays at 80, of course, but this is a really good change because right now, we get 80 max energy. 80 max. 8 nodes. 0 room for wiggle room. If you stay capped for any amount of time, you start running an energy deficit, and eventually you're going to have to core for energy. If your sim fails at a node, you got to core for energy. Now that we're at 96, we have 6 energy or 6 energy refresh time leeway per day. So if you fail a sim one day, but you don't fail the next day, you will recoup that extra energy. So this is good, right? It still should be 120, but this is definitely a step in the right direction. The fact that we have more energy, 6 more energy than we need, is a very good change. Should still be more. But anyway, let's see this chart, because this gear tier requirement thing is bugging me out. Nodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, difficulties 0 to 2. Let's just do difficulties 8 to 9 here. So nodes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Node 6 is Insidious 6 Shocker Vulture. Node 7, optional. Node 8, optional. And boss node, no restriction. Insidious 6 Hellfire Club. This doesn't tell me anything. Hold on. Updated rewards. I like the sound of that, but this doesn't tell me anything about gear tier. What am I missing about gear tier? Annihilation 2 features an additional node, increasing total number of nodes to 9 to 9. We are also converting 2 of the nodes into bonus nodes, which require the latest teams at all difficulties with additional scaling gear tier requirements based on difficulty up to gear tier 20 on difficulty 9. This is all one sentence, right? This is all one super long sentence. We've also converted 2 of the nodes into bonus nodes. So we're only talking about the 2 nodes in the beginning of the sentence, which require the latest teams at all difficulties with additional scaling gear tier requirements. We're still only talking about the 2 nodes. So it should only be the bonus optional nodes that are going to have a gear tier requirement for difficulty 9. Excuse my French, this is really fucking stupid. My initial thought was, okay, so I'm going to have the gear tier 20, shocker. That's not something I wanted to do, but it's okay because I'm going to get good use out of him in PvE and PvP. You know who doesn't get good use out of gear tier 20? Is Madeline fucking Pryor. Emma Frost is an okay gear tier 20 character, but you don't need it. Shaw is a subpar character. This sucks. No, this sucks. This is garbage. Don't put gear tier requirements on characters with a premium gear tier because you already aren't loosening the screws on that. That bottleneck is still super tight. Alright. Whatever. Piss off your player base. Why not? Go for it. Update rewards. Accompanying raid changes are updates to the rewards compared to Annihilation Raids 1. Annihilation 2 has increased amounts of antimatter and gear tier 20 orb fragments per node. I'll be curious to see what that increase is. Does that increase justify putting gear tier 20 on Madeline and Emma? For players that were going to do, you know, minimal builds into the Insidious 6 characters that are not named Vulture and Superior Spider-Man and Hobgoblin, because Scorpion's kind of a standing passive, like, is this going to make it worth it? I don't know. My head immediately goes to Omega Raid. They did not say anything about the Omega Raid at all. So I guess you could still just drop down the difficulty for these nodes and do them at the lower difficulty. You'll probably miss out on a little bit of Gear 20 Orb Fragments, but at the end of the day, it won't be the end of the world. We'll have to see, like, what amount of Gear tier... So, okay, it's not that big a deal, because we can drop down. But when Omega Raids comes, it becomes a big deal. Except there's still lineage jump over them. Will we still get 100% completion if we jump over these bonus nodes? Is the fact that they're putting optional bonus nodes into the raid indicative that they are no longer doing the Omega Raid? Or is this them kind of going back to the Chaos Raids where there is now a differential for alliances to push on the leaderboards, the seasonal leaderboards I'm talking about now, and they can then put meaningful rewards there? Maybe we can start seeing Gear Tier 20 orbs in the lead. Okay, maybe this is not... Let's look at the bright side, or let's look at the potential bright side. On its surface, I don't like this because we're going to have to drop down difficulties for nodes 7 and 8, most likely for this. It could lead to okay things, and we're going to see the amount of Gear Tier 20 orbs increase. But also, the fact that there's going to be an increased amount of Gear Tier 20 orb fragments on all the other nodes is a good thing. That's just subjectively. Okay, let's just look at the bright side. We will be getting more Gear Tier 20 orb fragments at the end of the day because we can do nodes 1 through 6 and the boss node, right? We can do those without having to worry about Gear Tier 20. And for nodes 7 and 8, if we need to, we can drop down to 7. We will get less antimatter and Gear Tier 20 orb fragments that way, but I'm going to assume it's still going to increase the overall rewards. I don't want to put Gear 20 on Madeline. That is such a... Okay. I'm sorry, I'm still a little mad. Danger Room featuring Sinister 6. If you're Peter Parker, steer clear of the Danger Room soon. No! I was actually hoping they would do Spider-Man in here. Because we're going to do a Sinister 6 team, have the OG Spider-Man in there, let people rent Spider-Man, have some cool synergies there. I think that'd be sick. Maybe Spider-Man could be the boss at the end. Oh, yes! Because the Sinister Six are getting the call from Professor Xavier to flex their might in the upcoming appearance of the Danger Room. With so many Sinister Six characters available now, we're celebrating this infamous group of big bads, giving everyone the option to play with the new and old characters alike. The Sinister Six are the only characters available during this run of the Danger Room, and we'll be returning to a 3-team approach to the Danger Room following this run. That's not the end of the world. Like having Spider-Man in here would have been really cool, but there are so many Sinister Six. I think there's 15, right? So 3 different teams you could make. And then all the, permutations within. There can be a lot of cool Easter eggs there. I have faith in developers on this one for sure. Okay, other updates during this Danger Room run. Reducing some of the RNG factor in map generation to help reduce the luck factor in scoring points. Okay, but then it becomes stagnant if we're always doing the same sort of nodes. We'll see how much it's going to be reducing the map generation. I guess map generation is actually the type of nodes you see, not the type of combat you do. That's kind of interesting, I guess. New difficulty 11 for top commanders chasing the top of the leaderboard. There's no extra milestone here, just more points and a bigger roster. Okay, bigger roster test. Elite combat mini boss on node 10 for all Danger Room runs. Just like the final boss mission, this mini boss will always be the same each run. Okay. Mandatory care package nodes that contain heroes or combat mods are every run features this. Wait. Mandatory care package nodes that contain heroes or combat mods, as everyone features these care packages, they won't penalize your score for taking packages. Okay, so essentially what this is saying is that instead of there being some situations where you can either choose a care package or choose a combat mission, and if you're going for leaderboard, you always have to choose a combat mission, you're just going to get care packages. And so it's going to lead to people being able to use more of their characters without feeling like, okay, I got this character, but it's going to hurt my run score. I like that. It's a good change. The Danger Room doors open on September 22nd at 2 p.m., so power up your big bads for battle. Invasion event, Quasar updates. Okay, here we go. If you didn't quite get Quasar to 7 yellow and 7 red stars during Chapter 1, you can still power up this legendary character to full effect during Chapter 2. We've updated Invasion event. Quasar to include yellow star promotions in addition to red stars, along with allowing you to use any Harbinger characters for most of the Invasion event. Hello, Vigilante. Invasion event Quasar will appear roughly once a month and include the following updates to trait requirements. I wonder if they're going to put Gear Tier 20 in there, or if you already have them at 7 yellow stars, are we even going to see it? All right, let's scroll in a little bit. All right, so Vigilante Thunderbolts, a Curse or Fantastic Four for notes 5 and 6. Am I crazy? Wasn't Vigilante used all the way up to Mission 8? Why is Vigilante not on 5 and 6? Oh, because they cut a bunch of the nodes off. It's not a 16-node event anymore. Okay, no, that's good. Hey, this could be like a brand new event almost. Or at least the nodes are going to be in different positions. Vigilante Thunderbolts, a Curse and Fantastic Four. So basically you skip a Curse, just have the Fantastic Four. I'll be curious to see if that dreaded Phoenix Force node was cut. If that node was cut, it's going to be a lot easier for everybody to get everything they need. We'll definitely do a video on that for sure. All right, you can earn up to 7 yellow, 4 red stars from the updated Quasar Evasion event. You'll also be able to earn Dark Promotion credits via the Milestone rewards in order to promote Quasar to red stars level 5+. Is he going to go in the store right away? The invasion begins soon. Quasar begins its updated new run on September 24th. That's on Wednesday. Power up your Harbinger trait characters and prepare for the next opportunity to get Quasar yellows. Twitch drops. Don't forget to check out your favorite Twitch streamers. 1 hour gets you 200 L4 trade materials. 2 hours, 10,000 antimatter. 3 hours, 10 superior Spider-Man shards. And guys, make sure you head on over to the free claim today on the web store. That's going to get you 5 Scorpion shards and 200 Pumpkin Rain milestone points. What in the hell is the Pumpkin Rain milestone? Did I just blank out on a video, on an event name? What? What? A secret event. Or maybe there's something happening. Oh no, that's the, okay, never mind. That's the Hobgoblin event that starts today. That was supposed to start tomorrow. All right, that's it for this video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know what you think about all this. I definitely have some issues with the Annihilation raid stuff that they're doing as far as scaling gear tier requirements goes. If this said recommendations, it'd be one thing, but requirements, that sucks. It just really sucks. Danger Room looks like it could be awesome. The Quasar Evasion event, I think, is going to be amazing for players that don't have it maxed out yet. And just like we're getting some good shards. I think it's a W week. It's a good week. But the raid stuff is super concerning. Let's see how much extra antimatter and Gear Tier 20 orb fragments we're going to get from all the other nodes. And we'll do like an analysis on if we're getting more, if we're getting less. Is it worth it to Gear Tier 20 some of the tertiary characters that have absolutely zero value outside of raids? We'll let you know. All right, guys. Have yourselves a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you guys later. Probably streaming right now, so come hang out on stream if you want. Bye for now.